using my BB&T Visa debit card to the fullest, you can earn lots of great reward points.
Well, Jake, you can't keep spending money like this. It says right here you've been spending money on chartered boats, caviar, expensive suits. What? You even rented a Lamborghini?
I used to be a mediocre Christian, and I lived a ho-hum life until one day, in this very church, I heard a fabulous sermon about living life to the fullest. And it got me thinking. And so I said, goodbye to Jake the Fake, and hello to Jake for God's sake.
Jake, for God's sake?
That's the name my mother gave me when I helped her see how much she needed Christ in her life.
Jake, I believe taking her to alligator land, tying her up, hanging her above a pit of hungry alligators until she just cried for Jesus to be her Savior is a little extreme.
Desperate times, desperate measures, and she was the last holdout, and she wasn't getting any younger, and so I merely, well, I can honestly say that my whole family is safe now. In fact, the last thing she told me before the fire department cut her down and hauled her away was, Jake, for God's sake!
Well, I guess you've accomplished your goal, but Jake, she may be in therapy for the rest of her life.
Live life to the fullest. Go big.
Okay, Jake. All right, what about the situation with your cousin Frank?
Frank, he was in need of an extreme faith makeover. He'd been really slacking.
I think demonstrating fire into hell with a flamethrower is a little too much.
It's look, his Sunday school kids obviously had not been saved. I merely just stepped in to help him a little bit.
Jake, his Sunday school class is 4-year-olds.
It's never too early to learn.
Well, I can see this is not going to work the conventional way. We need to try to do something. Ow!
What's wrong, Doc?
I got a paper cut. Man, those things sure do sting like the dickens. Look, I think I've got Band-Aid in here.
I have it all under control.
Well,
I've
I'll
trained
get
for
Band-Aid.
situations
I think
like this.
I'm good. But you take it.
You might need surgery.
Well, Jake, that's a little too much, Jake. Jake, it's okay, really. Jake!
I've got to go. I've got a limo outside because I chartered a cruise ship to Rio de Janeiro. Last night I saw a show about those beaches, and boy, do they need some Christ. So, hey, Doc, live life to the fullest, go big, or go home.